What's up everyone, this is Yasser Lead, and in today's video I will be talking about one of my favorite, if it's not already the favorite Pokemon that I use in PvP. And if you follow my Twitch, you would know what's that Pokemon. Yes, it's Scrafty. You would be asking yourself like, Yasser, what is good about Scrafty? Well, Scrafty is good in many aspects. Like one of the thing that Scrafty is good about is the typing. It's dark fighting, which basically like PvP. PvP is dark Pokemons fighting Pokemons, ghosts, dragons, and steel. If I'm right. The moves, it has counter, which is the best fast move in the entire game, and it has also foul play and power up punch. And I believe there is only fairy Pokemons that resist both of those two. Also the thickness. You would be like, I think you already have heard like of this suggestion in the community where like people, can you imagine if Snorlax has counter? That would be amazing in PvP to use. Well, yes, there is a similar Pokemon to Snorlax that already has counter. We don't need a counter for Snorlax, which is Scrafty. Scrafty basically have almost the same stat product as Snorlax. Snorlax is 4400 and Scrafty is 4300. So it's basically almost the same, but with a different move set: foul play, power up punch, and counter.
100% bust, 100% bust, 100% bust.
It's like a superior version of Snorlax, a very thick Pokemon that can basically wins all of the neutral matchups. Uh, Again, Yasser, how good is XL Scrafty in Ultra League, the X large version of Scrafty? Well, according to PvPoke, Scrafty is the second best attacker in the Ultra League Premier Cup. It's the third best lead. It's the fourth best Pokemon overall. And you can see the score, it's like almost 94, 97, 92, 92.4. It's one of the top 5 in everything in the Ultra League Premier meta. But how does Scrafty do versus the meta? Well, Scrafty easy clap all of the water Pokemons. Scrafty also easy clap the Obama Snow, Snorlax, anything weak to counter. Scrafty also wins basically most of the anything that does neutral to Scrafty. Scrafty can win that matchups. I believe there is 1, 2, 3 funky matchups: Charizard, Dragonite, Gallade. Scrafty can actually win those in the Charizard matchup if you called the Dragon Claw bait and shielded the Blast Burn, you win the matchup. And the Dragonite, if they shielded the first power up punch, you win the matchup in the two shields. Gallade, you win the matchup if you sneak two counters, I guess. Shadow Machamp is kind of hard to win, but later in the matchup, if you have already ramped up your counter with a power up punch, and you have extra shield, you can either tie with Machamp or win. You need to ramp up it. So if you are in the lead with Scrafty and they led Shadow Machamp, you just safe swap. You don't top left with Scrafty. Scrafty can handle most of the matches. Venusaur is one of the hardest one. I don't think there is a scenario where Scrafty can be able to go toe to toe with Lord Venusaur. You need 5 counters and same shields as Venusaur to win the Venusaur matchup. It's kind of a hard one to for Scrafty to handle. But what is the best Pokemon to pair with Scrafty? Yes, if I want to use it in Ultra League Premier. Well, Scrafty is weak to Chalmers, is also weak to Venusaur, also weak to fighters. I'm not gonna say weak because Scrafty is super strong. Scrafty doesn't like to see Chalmers. Yeah, I like this more. Scrafty doesn't like to see Charmer. Scrafty doesn't like to see Venusaur. Scrafty doesn't like to see fighters. So anything that can easy clap those three is a good pair to Scrafty. One of those Pokemon is a Pokemon that we already had the Community Day event on March, which is Talonflame. Talonflame is a very solid pair for Scrafty because it can beat basically everything that beats Scrafty. Okay, we don't see beats Scrafty. Anything that Scrafty doesn't like to see. Also, Jellicent is one of the like Jellicent Scrafty is one of the good codes. Another good code with Scrafty is his bro Toxicroak. One of the Pokemons I love to use with Scrafty is Ampharos because Ampharos can win the Charmander matchup in the one and can win versus Shadow Machamp if Ampharos had like one turn lead versus any fighter. And of course you need shields. I mean, like I use Ampharos in the safe swap when I lead Scrafty. So if they lead Toxicroak or Shadow Machamp and I insta safe swap, I believe I get to sneak a third Volta switch once they throw a cross chop. I think the third or the fourth, I'm not sure, but you can flip the Shadow Machamp matchup with Ampharos. Is there any important IV matches, or is there any IV dependent matches, like, or should I just power up anything I have? Well, from my experience with using Scrafty, and believe me, I'm one of the people, like the fewest people who spam Scrafty in Ultra League. There is 3 IV Scrafties, which I will be featuring in this one so far, and there is 5 important matches for Scrafty. If you don't care about those 5, you just go with the highest bulk. If you care about those matches, yeah, you need to watch this. So the first one is Shadow Gallade. Second one, Shadow Dragonite, Driftblim, Armored Muto, and the Giratina Altered in the Ultra League Open. So the Hundo can actually win versus Shadow Gallade, Shadow Dragonite, Drifblim, Muto. The Hundo loses to Giratina. Like, I think it needs just a little bit, like one counter extra to win this matchup. The 11 attack maxed out, no, not maxed out. The 11 attack at level 49.5 can win all of these matches, all of them. The highest stat product, Scrafty doesn't win any of those. It just win this matchup. So, but you'll be like, Yasser, but how many Shadow Gallade there is in the meta? Well, from my experience, last season I faced five Shadow Gallades, and I lost all of these matches, all of the matches. I lost like 5 of them. I like at that one, I literally regret using the rank one. So if you get back in time, would you use the same one you have, Yasser? No, I would use the 11, 15, 13. Why 11, 15, 13? Because it's the highest stat product Scrafty that gets the attack break points and the bulk break points versus the current meta. But Yasser, how to get these XL candies for Scrafty? Well, from my experience, I grinded the Shadow Pokestops so hard to get the red eggs from the Shadow bosses, and I had 2 minimum 3 maximum patches of 12k 12 eggs. I also used 10 rare XL candy. I know you guys like sound, yeah, he asked why would you use it on Scrafty? Well, I use Scrafty so like every day in Ultra League meta. So for me, it's one of the top 3 Pokemons I use. So I literally don't regret that. And if I get back in time, I would use it again. And if you know me, like if you know my battles, you would see like how much that Scrafty get me matches. Basically, like I literally get to 3550 on the leaderboard, like rank 40 something, 40ish on leaderboard last season using Scrafty teams, Scrafty Ampharos, Scrafty Ampharos Venusaur, and you can find one like a video features my battles on King. I'll be putting a link to that battle in the description. Also, we had a new thing in a new update regarding the XL candies. You can get it from walking if you have a level 40 Pokemon. Like you have the highest chance to drop an XL candy at every time you get a regular one by walking. Also, you can trade for with distance. Trade with anything with distance that's more than, I believe, the the correct one is 18 kilometers. So trading your Scrafties with anyone has Pokemons with 18 kilometers distance between both two, you can get a guaranteed XL. And that's the end of today's video. I hope everyone like it, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any question, any comment, anything in your mind about Scrafty, make sure to comment down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Also, please feel free to follow me on my Twitter, Alid_Yasser. or my live stream on Twitch at Yasser Lead. Thank you and peace. What's up, everyone? This is Yasser Lead. Oh, that was cheesy. That was so cheesy.